Hello, this is Ms. Harris here to talk to you about angles and finding the measurements when they give you pictures of angles. Knowing the types of angles, acute angles, any angle that measures less than 90 degrees always looks like it's trying to close. Then you have right angles that look like a perfect L, or they show you a small box in the bottom corner and they measure exactly 90 degrees. Obtuse angles measure more than 90 but less than 180 degrees. Always looks as if it's trying to open up all the way. And then we all know straight angles, of course, is just a straight line, but they always measure 180 degrees. Important information you should know: angles are labeled with letters. When you see them in your book or on state tests, they always show them and label with letters from the arrows, middle, and to the next arrow. You only want to focus on the letters that the question asks you about. If they don't tell you the total amount of degrees for the whole picture, you have to look at it and see what sticks out to you in the picture. Sometimes you may see a perfect L, sometimes you may see a straight line somewhere in the picture, and you use that knowledge that you already have and apply it to the question. Then when they do give you the total amount and one measurement within the picture, to find the missing measurement, all you have to do is subtract the two numbers that you know to find the missing part. And if they give you two smaller measurements and want you to find the overall total, all you do is add the two measurements that they give you. So let's look at some examples. What is the measurement of angle ACD? So they're only asking me about AC and D. So when I look at this picture though, I know I see a straight line. So all straight lines, I know I'm dealing with a total of 180. So if I know that this measurement and this missing part, they're supposed to add together to equal 180. So let me write my equation: 40 plus something. My question mark is my variable right now. It should equal 180. So how do we find the missing part to an adding problem? We do the opposite, which is subtract. So my new equation is 180 minus 40 will tell me the missing part. So I'll go to the side and work it out. Remember to line up from the ones place, big number on top. 0 minus 0 is 0. 18 minus 4, 14. So my missing part is 140 degrees. Next question. Remember to press pause and try to work it out yourself, then press play to hear me explain. All right, when I look at this, then the question says, what is the measurement of angle APD? So I'm only focusing on A, P, and D. What is the measurement of A, P, and D? So based on the letters that they want me to look at, I'm only looking at this angle, and I see a little box and I see a perfect L. So I automatically know that the measurement for APD is going to be 90 degrees, because anything that that's shaped like a perfect L and has the little box in the bottom corner tells me that it is a right angle, and all right angles measure 90 degrees. Next question. What is the measurement of angle AMT, AM, and T if the sum of angle AMP is 180 degrees? So sum means I'm dealing with the total. And when you look at your letters AM and P, they fall outside of the picture. So that lets me know that's dealing with the total. So I know that this whole picture is supposed to equal 180 degrees. Okay, but they're asking me about A, M, and T. So if I know I have 40 here, 13 here, and whatever my question mark stands for, all three of these measurements are supposed to equal 180. So I'm going to write out my equation. Question mark, I don't know that number, plus 13 degrees plus 40 degrees, all equal this 180. All right, so I'm going to add what I know. 13 plus 40 be 53. And I'm going to bring down the rest of my problem. So I'm solving for the question mark. Do the opposite to find the missing part of addition, and the opposite means to subtract. So I'm going to write out my new equation. And I'll go over here and work it out. Big number on top when you subtract. When I look at my ones place, I have a 0 and a 3. My big number is not on top, so I need to regroup from the tens place. 8 becomes a 7 because you always borrow 1. This 0 becomes a 10. 10 minus 3, 7. 17 minus 5, 127. So my question mark or my missing degree is 127. And all you have to do to check your answer, add the numbers that you think you know now and make sure you get 180. Next question. What is the measurement of angle ABC? They're asking me about A, B, and C. I am outside of the picture, so that means I'm looking for the total. They give me 95 degrees and 40 degrees. So since I need the total, write out my equation. That means I'm adding. I do not know the total yet. So I set up my problem. 95 plus 40, 5, 13. So angle ABC equals 135 degrees. Next question. Remember to press pause, try it yourself, then press play to check your answer. What is the measurement of angle BCF if the sum of angle ACM is 180 degrees? So let's find the letters that they want me to know. First, they asked me about B, C, and F. So I am inside of this total picture. And it says, if the sum of angle AC and M is 180. Now I am outside. So anytime I fall outside of the picture, I know that's dealing with my total. So the whole picture is supposed to equal 180 degrees. All right. I'm looking for BCF. When I trace out B to C to F, I see two measurements inside. One is missing. Okay. So I'm going to write out the equation that I do know. I know that everything from inside the picture is supposed to equal 180. So I know 70 degrees plus question mark, that's the missing amount, plus 33 degrees plus 50 degrees. All is supposed to equal 180. So let's add up what we do know. 70 plus 33 plus 50. And we get 3 and 15. So I still don't know the question mark. Plus, I added up all the numbers that I do know. Came out to be 153. And all of this is supposed to equal 180. So how do we find the missing part of an addition? We do the opposite, which is to subtract. So 180 degrees minus 153 degrees equals what I'm missing. So I'm ready to subtract. Remember, your big number goes on top, which is 180. 153. Cannot take 3 from 0, so I need to regroup. This becomes 7. This becomes 10. 7 is my answer in the ones place. Then 7 minus 5 in the tens place is 2. So my missing amount is 27 degrees. So when I put 27 inside of my picture to replace the missing part, the question was, what is the measurement of angle BCF? And both of these numbers fall inside. So that means I need to add these two numbers to find the total amount of just this angle. So 27 plus 33 degrees. 7 gives me 10. I put my 0, carry the 1. And 5 plus 1 gives me 6. So the measurement of BCF is equal to 60 degrees. So I hope this video was helpful. Start over, work on by yourself as much as you need to, get as much practice as possible. Thanks for watching.